graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
All right, we are live. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully y'all are doing well. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch on the way. A ground ball base hit into left field for a single. It's Carlos Rodon gives up a 1-out single to David Fry. All right, we are underway. Sorry about the little delay there. We are underway in Game 1 of the ALCS at Yankee Stadium. It'll be the Guardians taking on the New York Yankees. And let's see, is our live chat working? There we go. All right, let's go, baby. Rising Rhinos here. What is up, my guy? 1 out. And 1 on, and the next pitch. And there is a ball that's taken just a little bit up high. Vonnie's here. Daniel Berry Sports is also here. All right, good stuff. Let's try to get this up and running, man. 1 ball, no strikes. And the next pitch, and that's taken upstairs for ball 2. All right, hopefully y'all are doing well. We are back on. We went live a little bit earlier today to talk about the state of Philadelphia sports, but we're still going to be covering some MLB playoffs all the way up to the World Series and beyond. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. And now the count is 2-1 to Jose Ramirez. Haven't even gotten into the matchups today. Stephen Kwan did fly out to left field. It's Guardians taking on the Yankees at Yankee Stadium in the American League Championship Series. It's Game 1, 2-1 to Ramirez. He pops this one up. It's hit out over towards shallow right field. Juan Soto calls off Judge, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. Right, good stuff, man. Why is Ninja Chat not working? It was up and running before. That's a little bit weird. Thanks for beating the Browns for us yesterday, says Vonnie. Yeah, I'm not really happy about that win, but, I mean, we'll take it, but you're welcome. I'm sure that you could care less about how they got it done. All right. Up to bat is Lane Thomas, acquired via a trade at the deadline. And he takes the first pitch down for ball 1. All right, so it's Kwan, Fry, Ramirez, Thomas, Josh Naylor. Then you got right behind him, it'll be Junkensi Noel. And then it's Bo Naylor, Andres Jimenez. And right behind him, it is going to be Brian Rocchio. Next pitch on the way, and that's taken for a called strike. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, guys. Turn on those bell icons, too, man. All right. And the 1-2 delivery. That is outside for ball 2. A win is a win. Yep. 2 outs. Top of the first, and a runner on over at first base. It's Rodon who's on the bump. I'll get into his stats in just a little bit. 2-2 delivery. That's upstairs, and it's actually going to get away from the catcher. Bounce right off of the glove of Austin Wells. Should have had it. And going on over to second base is Fry. Dancing on the pass ball. Yankees on the defensive side. They got Rizzo over at first. Over at second base, it's Gleyber Torres. At third, well, it's Jazz Chisholm Jr. And over at shortstop, it's Anthony Volpe. Catching behind the plate is Austin Wells. On the bump, it's Carlos Rodon. And the outfielders, 7, 8, and 9, it's Verdugo. And then you got Judge and Soto. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And Rodon gets a strikeout to end the inning as Thomas goes down swinging. Bottom of the first coming up. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. And we head to the bottom of the first at Yankee Stadium. All right, so let's get into the Yankees lineup for today. It'll be Gleyber Torres leading things off. Then it's Juan Soto. Aaron Judge will be right behind Juan Soto. And Austin Wells is batting in the cleanup spot. Giancarlo Stanton will be batting 5th today. Jazz Chisholm Jr. playing over at third base. He'll be batting 6th. Then it's Anthony Volpe batting 7th. Anthony Rizzo is playing over at first base, and he'll be batting 8th. And then Alex Verdugo is in the 9th spot, and he'll be batting 9th in the lineup today against the Cleveland Guardians. All right, so let me try to refix this Ninja Chat once again. I apologize. Let's try to do this. Actually, you know what? Let's get rid of this custom browser doc, and let's make it again. All right, so again, it's Gleyber, it's Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, Austin Wells, Giancarlo Stanton, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Anthony Volpe, Anthony Rizzo, and Alex Verdugo. And that is the lineup for the New York Yankees. All right. And the guy that they're facing on the mound today, well, the guy that they're going to be facing, it is Alex Cobb. And Cobb, well, the Yankees have seen him quite a bit. He's now 37 years old. He played most of his career with the Tampa Bay Rays from 2011 to 2017. Then he went to the Baltimore Orioles for 3 seasons. And then spent some time out in the West Coast with the Angels and the Giants. And was picked up by the Cleveland Guardians. Had to play in 3 games this season. And ended up going 2-1. But he pitched a total of just 16 1/3 of an inning. And had 10 strikeouts in the regular season. 14 hits allowed. 5 earned runs. 7 of them were allowed, though. All right. Let's try this now. Yo. Oh, I think I have to redo this. I don't really have any hate for the Yankees, says David. I feel you. I feel you on that. Let's try this. Yo. Can you see my chat? There we go. Good stuff. Good. All right. So the chat's now working. All right, Yankees lineup again. It's Gleyber Torres. It's Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, Austin Wells, Giancarlo Stanton, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Anthony Volpe, Anthony Rizzo, and Alex Verdugo from 1 through 9. And the guy that they're facing, it's Alex Cobb. In the ALDS, he pitched in Game 3 against the Detroit Tigers, went 3 innings, allowed 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and had 2 strikeouts. And the pitch on the way, line drive base hit into center field by Gleyber Torres, and he starts off the ALCS with a bang for the Yankees. Leadoff single on the very first pitch allowed by Cobb. It was right down the middle, and he was able to just put the bat on the barrel. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks, and turn on those bell icons, maybe. Baby. Okay. Gotta get used to talking again on the mic. It's been 4 days. It's been a while. 4 days is a long time for me. Here comes Juan Soto as he steps into the box, and he stares at a knuckle curve at 82 miles per hour for strike 1. Crew chief for tonight. It'll be Mike Estabrook calling the balls and the strikes. Dan Iasagna's over at first. Chris Siegel is over at second, and Alan Porter's at third. 0-1 delivery, strike 2. Jansen Visconti is the left field umpire, and the right field ump is Vic Carapazza. Somebody's holding a sign. It's a check sign. Somebody writing a check for Juan Soto to sign for a $600 million deal. And they brought it in with them in the stands. That's really funny. I've never seen anything like that before. I think that's hilarious. Yankees are in their white and blue pinstripes. Guardians, well, they're in their dark blue and white uniforms. Blue tops, white bottoms. As the next pitch is in the dirt. They also have red letters on both the front and the back. And on the front it says Cleveland. And that's painted in red across the chest. in between the first and the second jersey button. And there's a big C on the front of the cap that's in red as well. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Toss back over to first, and Josh Naylor able to catch it as Cobb did not have a good throw. Naylor had to make the leap and catch there. Money line for the Yankees, it's at -175, and the over-under, according to ESPN bet, is at 7.5 runs. 1-2 pitch to Soto. Line drive, another base hit into center field as Kwan will get on over to it. And that's going to put runners now over at first and second base for the Yanks as they have something cooking right now. And by the way, I stand corrected. Lee Thomas is playing out in center field. Stephen Kwan is out in left. So Soto gets on with a single, and now it's Aaron Judge coming up to the plate. Yankees already threatening. All right. What's going to happen now with Judge up at the plate? Charge. First pitch outside for ball 1. Mets did beat the Dodgers earlier today by a score of 7-3 in the NLCS. 1-0 to Judge. Swing and a ground ball. It's a foul ball. Hit over towards the third base side and out of play. Yes, sir. Where are you all tuning in from? Comment down below. We need 2 more subs to get us to 4,600 subscribers. 1 ball, 1 strike. And up next is Austin Wells. 1-1 to Judge. That misses, but it's a called strike anyways by Mike Estabrook. It's definitely below the knees. Huh. One ball, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the first. Already 8 pitches thrown by Alex Cobb. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-2 on the way. And that's on the outside corner for a called strike 3. And Judge does not agree with the call. Well, it's a little bit outside. But there's the first strikeout on the day for Alex Cobb. Okay. Right, good stuff, man. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Just your friendly reminder, Vonnie's here. What's up, Vonnie? So I said hi to you a little bit earlier. First pitch, and that's a foul ball. Wells batting with just 125 during this postseason with only a handful of RBI. That's 2. It's 50 degrees out here in the Bronx. A little bit chilly. See a lot of sweaters and a lot of jackets on. 0-1 pitch. That catches the inside edge for strike 2. On the defensive side of the diamond for the Guardians, it'll be Bo Naylor catching. Alex Cobb is on the hill. Infielders, Josh Naylor over at first base. Jose Ramirez over at third. Middle infielders, it's Rocchio over at shortstop. And you got Jimenez over at second base. Next pitch on the way. Now it's an 0-2 count. It's a nice little curveball that just was in there. Let's see. I think it hit the knob of the bat. Left fielder, it's Stephen Kwan. Lane Thomas takes center field duties, and the right fielder is Jenkensi Noel. The ball is 2 strikes to Wells. 2 runners on, 1 out, and the 0-2 on the way. That misses. Sorry about. Oh wait, no, we're covering that. All right, good. Good stuff, man. One ball, 2 strikes. Next pitch on the way. There's a ground ball hit over towards the right side. Scoop and stop by the second baseman. Throw over to first, though, is in time. However, the runners from first and second will migrate over to second and third. And Giancarlo Stanton is due up to bat. So the Yankees had back-to-back singles to start off the bottom of the first. Judge then struck out looking. Wells just grounded out over to second base. And Giancarlo Stanton will give it a hack. Okay. Rerun Newcomb calling, it says David. Andres Jimenez, how about this? 20 defensive runs saved, which is first in the American League. And 19 outs are above average. Here's Stanton as he's in the box, resting the bat on his shoulder. Pitch number 1 on the way to Giancarlo, and he sees a 95-mile-per-hour heater that catches the inner third of the strike zone. This season he has 27 homers, and a .233 average. Also had a homer in the postseason. 0-1. There's a pitch that's just inside and low. Ended up homering in the third game of the ALDS and went 3 for 5 against the Royals. Hit the big 2-run shot. 1-1 pitch. That's low and inside for ball 2. Giancarlo now 34 years old. 6 feet 6 inches tall, 245 pounds. And overall has 429 homers. The pitch on the way, high fly ball, hit out over towards left field. Kwan gets under it, though, just in front of the track. And the catch is made for out number 3. So two singles to start off the bottom of the first. And the Yankees can't put anything on the board. And we head to the top of the second in Game 1 of the ALCS. All right. It's Josh Naylor, Junkensi Noel, and Bo Naylor all coming up. Let's see. Good stuff. Don't forget to like, folks, and don't forget to subscribe as well. AJP is here. Scott says, I'm going 6-3 Cleveland over New York. All right, what are your final score predictions? Please comment down below. David asked, did the Mets win? Yes, they did. The Mets did win. The Mets won today. So, all right. Oh, good stuff. All right, comment down below where you're tuning in from, man. Comment down below where you're tuning in from, and how'd you find this channel? How long have you been supporting Play-by-Play with JJ? I would really like to know. And also tell me what's been your favorite thing so far about the MLB postseason. Okay, tell me what's been your favorite thing about the MLB postseason so far. I'll tell you what's been my favorite thing about the postseason. My favorite thing about the MLB postseason is that we've gotten some really good playoff series. I think that the playoffs, the format's nice. I think that we've gotten some really nice series, but I'll tell you what, seeing Shohei Ohtani in the NLCS is awesome. It just is. It's really cool to see him on the big stages. So I think that that's really great, and baseball is getting what it wants. They really are. And that's been something that I've been really happy about. But what have you been happy about during this postseason? Please comment down below what you've enjoyed. All right. Let's get the YouTube up here. Let's get that up and running. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. My boy Max TV is doing, of course, the play-by-play for the Yankees game. He's doing a really good job. Shout out to him. I'll probably try to say hi a little bit later. We have 17 people on here watching, 17 likes. Let's get those 17 likes in the chat, baby. Come on, let's go. Hey, JJ. All right, hey, welcome back, JJ and friends. Got the baseball and Monday Night Football on. Glad to see that you're back, JJ. Hope we are all recovering from the Phillies flame out. Yeah, I talked about the state of Philly sports earlier. I don't know if you listened to I went live for a YouTube short. I was walking today, and I thought about just going live and just talking about the state of Philadelphia sports. And, of course, we started things off with the Phillies. The pitch, swing and a miss to Josh Naylor. He had a good regular season, but he's struggling so far here in the postseason. Just a .200 average and 1 RBI in the ALDS against the Tigers. 0-1, swing and a miss. So no balls, 2 strikes. Rodon on the hill, lefty on lefty. Lifetime against Josh Naylor. And Carlos Rodon has been successful 8 out of the 10 times and has struck him out twice. 0-2 delivery to Naylor, and he holds off on the breaking ball that misses low and away. Blacktown, Sydney, Australia. That's where I'm from, says Scott. My favorite thing has been JJ's play-by-play postseason game calls and chat. So much fun. Thank you, man. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Rodon able to strike out Josh Naylor for the 3rd time in his career. Okay. It's back-to-back strikeouts, dating back to the top of the 1st. Guardians ended up playing the Yankees recently in postseason. They playing them in the ALDS a couple of years ago, and also in the wild card series as well. Junkensi Noel is in the batter's box. 0-1 pitch upstairs. Rodon winds up and fires, swing and a miss. I tell you, Rodon stuff looks so far so good. Last time he pitched, he ended up going just 3 2/3 though against the Royals, and he allowed 4 earned runs. Yankees would lose that game by a score of 4-2. 1-2 pitch, and that is sliced out over towards center field. That'll drop in for a single, as it takes about 2 bounces in front of Aaron Judge. And Junkensi Noel able to break the ice in this inning. That's the 2nd base hit today by the Guardians. This time it's Junkensi Noel who delivers with 1 out. It's Bo Naylor's turn. Hit that thumbs up button, baby. 1 out here, top of the 2nd, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. That came at 95 miles per hour to Bo Naylor. Ended up going hitless in 11 at-bats. In the ALDS. Struck out 3 times. 0-1 delivery. That is upstairs. Hit that thumbs up button, baby. And hit that subscribe button as well. Also, don't forget to turn on those notification bell icons. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the next pitch, and that is down for ball 2. We're only in the top of the 2nd. Guardians ended the season going 92-69. And we're 6.5 games above the Royals and the Tigers. They did not play game 172. 2-1, foul ball. Don't forget, you're more than welcome to hit the thumbs up button and hit the super chat button as well if you'd like to give back to the channel. 2-2 pitch on the way. There's a fly ball hit out over towards right field. It's not that deep. Soto gets under it, jogs on over towards first, and he'll make the catch to get the 2nd out recorded. Missed your short by 5 minutes, but I got it before today's call. Good stuff. I've got to say, Hurts looks slow. You missed my live, you mean? I don't think I posted a short. Did I post a short today? Did somebody post a short for me? I don't think I did. Good stuff. I got to say, Jalen Hurts looks slow at getting the ball away. Yeah, they got their own problems, man. We can talk about it during the stream. 1 ball, no strikes. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. Andres Jimenez tried to golf after that thing, and it just whizzed on by him. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Rodon gets set just below the letters and fires. and that is popped up. It's a foul ball. They brought John Sterling back to the Yankees just to cover the postseason on the Yankees radio, which is really cool. Always like what he's able to do. 1-2 delivery on the way, swing and a miss, and Jimenez strikes out, and the inning is over. All right. I will be right back in just a few minutes. All right. I'm going to take a quick step off. I might be a little bit late coming back, but I will be right back pretty soon. All right. I'll try to make it back as fast as I can. This shouldn't take too long. It should only be like a few minutes. All right. See you soon. Bye. Be right back. All right, we're back. We're back. Good stuff. All right, so we go to the bottom of the second. Yankees again are hosting the Cleveland Guardians. Yankees are 94-68. That's what they ended up being during the regular season, having the second best record in baseball, or the third, I should say. And they're hosting the Cleveland Guardians. So, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I have a nice crowd on tonight. I have 8 people tuning in. Thank you so much for coming on here and for tuning in to the channel. I really do appreciate it. All right, good stuff. 15 likes. Let's keep it going. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is now coming up to the plate. There's a 133 average and 1 homer in the postseason. And he takes the first pitch that he sees downstairs. Cobb gets set, winds up, and fires. And there's a strike called. Catches the inner third of the zone. Let me ask you guys this. Okay, for those of you that are tuning in, okay, the 1-1 delivery is downstairs for ball 2. Who do you think has the best batting stance in all of baseball right now? Who is your favorite batting stance? Who has your favorite batting stance? 2 balls, 1 strike. And the next pitch, that is on the outside edge for a called strike. Mine is, I like Fernando Tatis Jr.'s batting stance. I think that it looks so good. I really do. He's one of them. I also do like Bryce Harper's batting stance as well. I may sound like a homer there, but Bryce, the way that he keeps the bat on his shoulder, I think it's really, really awesome. 2 balls, 2 strikes. But who's your favorite player's batting stance? Who do you think is the best batting stance? 2-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3 called at the kneecaps. And a backwards K by Cobb. That's his second dime today. One out. Bottom of the second. And the pitch. And that knuckle curve is taken on the inside edge for strike one to Anthony Volpe. Just a 250 average for him in the first round against the Royals. And he takes the next pitch off the plate. One ball, one strike. Cobb fires and throws it outside for ball two. So, yeah, who is your favorite player's batting stance? Which player do you... I have to rephrase it. Which player do you think has the best batting stance? Scott says Castellanos. He's looked intimidating every time he's been at bat this year. His stance is... he has a good stance, too. I like his stance as well. That's a good one. Nick Castellanos with his batting stance. Interesting. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch. It's a little dribbler that's fouled off the end of the bat. And Volpe stays alive. Scott says I'm biased. Well, I just said Bryce, so. It's not just you. Definitely not just you. I think Acuna has a really good batting stance as well. I mean, the open stance that he has... Every time he just comes up, I just get scared. 2-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball trapped over towards third base. Ramirez has it. Throws on the run over to first. 2 outs in the bottom of the second. And Anthony Rizzo is coming up. Michoe's batting stance is awesome, too. Two outs, bottom of the second. 29 total pitches by Alex Cobb. There's Rizzo at the plate. And the first pitch he sees is a sinker that catches the outer third of the zone. The ball is 1 strike. And Rizzo lays off the next pitch. Now 35 years old, by the way. Played his rookie season with the San Diego Padres, and then played with the Cubs from 2012 to 2021. 1-1 pitch on the way. That is just taken for ball 2. Rizzo, as a Yankee, has hit 60 home runs in 4 seasons. Well, 3.5, really. Also has... knocked in some runs as the 2-1 pitch, and he squares this one up and lines it out to center field for a base hit. That was a rocket hit out to center field, and Anthony Rizzo able to get on with a 2-out single. Notice that his stance does look a little bit different, and by the way, this is a guy who is now making his postseason debut. Now has extended his hitting streak to 5 games in a row. During the postseason, throughout his career, 39 for 179. The pitch. And that is taken down, or on the outside edge, I should say, for a called strike. Loved Gary Sheffield's stance. Yes, Sheffield's stance was always intimidating. It's, what did I say earlier? It kind of reminds me a little bit of Castellanos's, just with how open it is. The ball is 1 strike. Next pitch on the way, and that's taken outside for a ball. Dallas Verdugo up at the plate facing Alex Cobb. 1-1 upstairs. So Cobb has been quite an interesting story. For him to be able to go to the Guardians and get a chance with them, it's pretty impressive. 2-1. That misses inside. Before the postseason, the last time he pitched in the regular season was on September 1st. Ended up going 6 innings, allowed just 2 hits against the Pirates, and had 6 strikeouts. And then when he faced the Tigers, he went 3 innings, allowed 2 runs, and the Tigers shut out the Guardians 3-0. 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, bottom of the second. And the next pitch on the way, line drive, and there's a base hit out over towards right center field. Right fielder Noel will get over to it, and Rizzo's going to jog on over to third base. And getting on with a single is Anthony Volpe to put runners over at the corners. Back-to-back singles. And, well, Gleyber Torres, who got the bottom of the first, started off with a leadoff single, is now looking to try to help the Yankees take their first lead here in the ALCS. I won the Yankees-Mets World Series. I honestly don't even care. I think that Mets-Guardians World Series would be really, really cool. Imagine Francisco Lindor going up against his former team. I think that'd be really awesome. The pitch on the way, high bouncer, hit over towards third base. Ramirez has it, throws it over to second, and Jimenez digs it out. And the inning is over. It's a fielder's choice ground out, so that's now 2 innings in a row where the Yankees had back-to-back singles and couldn't get anybody home. As we go to the top of the third, we've played 2 full innings. We'll be right back in just a few moments here on Play-by-Play with JJ. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. I was just taking care of something. Everything's all good. Don't worry. All right. So here we go. We're in the top of the fourth. The Yankees lead it 3-0. And they were able to get a solo homer from Juan Soto, I saw. And also bases were loaded in that bottom of the third inning. And the Yankees were able to get a couple more runs out of it. 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. As Naylor's up to bat. And the first pitch is a strike. So in that bottom of the third inning, Judge did score on a wild pitch, and then Stanton scored on a wild pitch. So that is what ended up happening. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rodon with 57 pitches, 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Nobody on, 2 outs. And the 1-1 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. At 95 on the radar gun. Yankees fans standing on their feet. It's chilly out there in the Bronx. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Rodon strikes out Naylor for the second time in this ball game. And we head to the bottom of the fourth in this best of 7 ALCS. Okay. Wild pitch. And wild pitch. That's what ended up happening. All right. Hit that thumbs up button, baby. And hit that subscribe button as well. Phillies VR is here. What's going on? See those K's in the chat. Good stuff. Who else is tuning in? Comment down below. Again, appreciate each and every one of you for being on here. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. You guys are the best. We did a really good job building the Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles communities on here. That's what we try to do. And if you enjoy what we do on here, if you enjoy our content, make sure you like and subscribe. Sorry that we don't usually take breaks on here, but that was for a while. So I do apologize about that. I remember you from Philly Captain, says Phillies VR. Who from Philly Captain? Scott? Was it or was it me? Was I on? I wasn't on Philly Captain, or did Philly Captain talk about me? Oh, Scott, okay. I was gonna say, like, did the captain talk about me? Oh man. All right. 76ers on at the moment, says Scott. Yep, I know. Yep, preseason game. I don't do any preseasons on here. JJ Schwarber is heartbreaking to Philly fans. Yeah. I talked about it. I went live earlier and talked about the state of Philly sports. I did. I don't think Kyle Schwarber's getting enough heat when we talk about the Phillies. I don't. I think that he let a lot of people down in that NLCS, in the National League Division Series. It wasn't just him. You know, Bryce Harper, he had his problems. It wasn't all his fault, but he does have to be better. And then just everybody else, besides the starting pitchers, everybody else just not a good job. Not a good job at all whatsoever. The Birds, yeah, I talked about everything today. But yeah, I'm still disappointed in the Phillies. I will be for a while. I think that this is... Last year they should have won it, but this year was more of a disappointment than last year. Last year was a shock. Cantillo is on the mound. Pitching now for Cobb, and the first pitch that's thrown is inside for a ball. More than welcome to like and subscribe, people. It's free. That's how you can get on here to chat. I want to hear your conversations. I want to hear what y'all have to say. 1-0. That's taken inside and low for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Bottom of the fourth. Guardians, Pedro Avila warming up in their bullpen, and the 2-0 is on the way, and it's in there for a called strike on the upper third of the strike zone. Yankees lead at 3-0 in Game 1 of the American League Championship Series. 2-1 delivery. Just misses downstairs for ball 3. I did want to let you guys know that I will be covering, of course, the Sixers this year. And we'll be back on covering the Eagles on Sunday, which will be really nice. And I will follow them the rest of the way. That's what we'll do. 3-1 pitch. That's taken outside for ball 4. And there is a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the 4th inning. We will also try to do Flyers game once a week as well. And we got Villanova. So it's going to start picking back up again. I just needed to take a couple of days just to recoup and all that sort of stuff. Bottom of the 4th, and the pitch to Soto. There's a foul ball that's hit out over towards the third base side. No balls, 1 strike to Juan Soto, who homered his last time up, out over towards right center field. Do you guys want Juan Soto on the Phillies? Yes or no? Comment your thoughts about that down below. Would you drop Nick Castellanos' contract and get Juan Soto? 0-1. That misses inside for a ball. This year was totally a shocker to me, and I'm not even being sarcastic. I could have imagined you calling out the final of Game 6 of the World Series when the Phillies are up. Well, David, there's the 1-1 pitch, and that's taken inside, and the throw over to second base is not in time. It actually got by, or it was deflected off the glove of the catcher, Bo Naylor, and then he threw it over to second base, and it was the guy that was jogging on over to second. It was Gleyber Torres. He just wasn't really hustling into second base. No, he was running, but just was really slow, and that throw was really off the line. Who wouldn't take Juan Soto, to be honest? 2 balls, 1 strike. And the next pitch, and that's taken on the outside edge for a called strike. Yes, I agree with that, but it's like the Sixers, right? Who wouldn't take Paul George? I agree with that. However, is the contract going to handicap them from making other moves? That's on the GM. That's on Dave Dombrowski. 2-2 pitch on the way. That's in the dirt for ball 3, and that's going to get away from Naylor again. And going on over to third base now is Volpe. So Bo Naylor behind the plate today just has not been doing a good job. I mean, there have been some wild pitches, and he's just had a hard time blocking some of these things too. So that puts a runner now over at third base. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch coming up to Juan Soto in just a few moments. 3-0 Yankees, bottom of the 4th. And time granted to Soto. As long as the deal for Juan Soto doesn't handicap them, if they can make other moves to make them better as well, I would totally take it. I would. The pitch, foul ball. I remember the Phillies lost in the World Series in 2022, lost in the NLCS in 2023, and lost this year in the NLDS. Wow. Yep. 3-2. Outside and low for ball 4. There's another walk allowed by the Guardians. Who would have thunk? That's now 6 walks. And the Yankees only have 2, or actually the Yankees do have 5 hits. Stephen Vogt is, I think, going to head on out there. Is that going to be it for Cantillo? It is. And now Judge is coming up with runners over at the corners in the bottom of the 4th. So the Judge is up to bat, and we have a pitch and change. Okay. So Soto walks. There's runners on over at first and third. So Avila is going to come on in. Kevin's here. What's going on, man? How you doing, dude? Thanks so much for stopping by. Appreciate it. As bad as the end to our season was, I still can't believe how bad the Padres went out. The Padres, yeah. I don't know how they got shut out twice. That was a shocker. That was a shocker. Dylan Cease, it's not even... I mean, Dylan Cease didn't pitch well at all. But with the way that their bats went cold, they were 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position in Game 4. And in Game 5, they were horrible. Yu Darvish pitched them a really good game. Yamamoto pitched okay, but they just could not get it done. They had 2 guys left on base. That's it. They walked Judge earlier. Yeah, they did. Kevin says, I'm tired. Wake up! I'm kidding. There's Spike Lee. Of course, I see him now wearing his Yankees windbreaker. He has the red Yankees windbreaker on with the red cap and the blue Yankees logo. It's funny. Looks good, man. It's nice to see him out there. So we have a new pitcher. It'll be Pedro Avila, who's going to come on in. Avila, 6-1 with a 3.81 ERA, 54 games under his belt in the regular season, 82 2/3 of an inning, 82 strikeouts as well, just 16 walks allowed. First and third, and the first pitch to Judge, way outside and way down low as well. Judge just hitting 143 in the postseason, has not homered or even driven in a run as of yet. Avila gets set at the belt and delivers, and that pitch is down for ball 2. All right. Let's see what happens here. 2 balls, no strikes. Avila looks a little bit afraid that he's like sort of going outside and not staying in the zone. 2-0 pitch on the way. That's down for ball 3. 6 walks allowed by the Guardians. And we're not even through. We actually don't even have 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. 3 balls, no strikes. And the next pitch to Judge. Swinging a fly ball, hit out over towards center field. It's not that deep. And Judge will fly out over towards center field. However, tagging up from third is Torres. He'll come on in to score. And it's now 4-0 New York on a sac fly by Aaron Judge. Just like that. Another run deposited into the bank. Judge is not doing as great as I thought this postseason. Well, they, first of all, I don't know why you would swing at a 3-0 pitch. This is like the Phillies bullpen, says Kevin. Yeah. Not like them. Wells up to bat. Bottom of the 4th, 1 out, and the first pitch. Fly ball. Hit out over towards left center field. Kwan, that's called off by the center fielder, who will make the catch. And that's Lane Thomas. He's been getting a little bit of action over the last 2 pitches. This game is over, says Kevin. I wouldn't say that. Here's Stanton, who's batting .353 in the postseason so far. And he had the big homer. It was in Game 4. Game 3 it was. First pitch he sees is a strike taken at the kneecaps. 1 more sub till we get to 4,600. 0-1 pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards deep right center field. Going back over towards the track to make the catch, though, is Jose Noel for out number 3. Giancarlo Stanton just missed a home run. And we head to the top of the 5th. It's 4-0 New York. Okay. Wow. Kevin is right. I don't think he's... I'm not saying it's over just yet. One more sub, baby. Come on, let's go. That was a Phillies player in a Yankees uniform swinging at that first pitch. Well, let's not discredit Aaron Judge for swinging at a 3-0 pitch. How many times did a Phillies player swing at a 3-0 pitch this year as well? Let's not discredit that either. One more sub, baby. Come on, tell your friends, tell your family members about this channel. We're on here almost every single day, dude. We are, except we did take 3 days off because we needed it. We needed to recoup. We needed to hit the refresh button, and now we're in Phillies off-season mode. We're still in baseball season, but we also have hockey, the Flyers. We got Sixers for the NBA, and we got the Eagles now. So we're ready to get underway with that new schedule. Sports 365, man. When one team is down, it's time for the next one. Time for the next one to come on up. So, that's how we roll. It's 365, man. Sixers, how are they doing today? Maxey has 14 points. Again, I don't do preseason on here. I don't like doing preseason. I don't like doing spring training. I don't like doing preseason. I like the regular season games, man. Get me Joel Embiid back out there on the court. I saw you talking your walk earlier. You saw me talking my talk earlier as I was walking my walk. Yeah. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was live. Yes, I was. I went live before. Just go on a walk and talk to y'all, man. More play-by-play with JJ content to come. Let's go. Don't you worry. There's more. I will not be on for the first game of the regular season for the Sixers next Wednesday. I will not be on Wednesday because I am going to opening day, baby. Let's go. And I will be rocking out the content at the WFC for sure. I am excited to see Paul George in a Sixers uniform and Tyrese Maxey with the dreads. Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready for Sixers now. The pitch. There's a called strike. And the Fly Guys, man, why are these games so late, dude? Like, the first 4 games of the regular season are on at 10 o'clock. What are we doing, man? I can't watch all those games. The pitch. So it's now 1 ball, 1 strike to Jose Noel. Top of the 5th. And the 1-1, swing and a miss at 95 miles per hour, right down the heart and soul of the plate. Penguins and Canadians are tied already 3-3 in the second period. Panthers actually beat the Bruins today 4-3. Nice. Reinhart had 2 goals. It's cool. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Snaps pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Wells gets over to it. Throws it over to first. 1 gone in the top of the 5th. Can you ring the bell? Can you ring the bell? I want to hear that beautiful bell again. I just rang it. I just rang the bell. Hey, if you guys haven't done so already, how about you ring that notification bell icon and hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. Speaking of bells, you should do that. We need 1 more sub until we get to 4,600. The balls, 1 strike to Bo Naylor. He's had a difficult time behind home plate today. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Rodon is just feeling it with the 4-seamer at 97 miles per hour. Phillies Rios is sorry. No worries, man. I'll play it for you 1 more time. Stupid schedule to start the Flyer season. Dude, and it's a back-to-back. You start off the regular season with a back-to-back, man? What? What the heck is Gary Bettman and the commissioner's office doing? The ball is 2 strikes. Next pitch. That's outside and low for a ball. I mean, whoever did that should be really ashamed of themselves. Really. Like, that's awful. That's a great business decision for Flyers fans who are actually interested in the upcoming season. 1-2, ground ball, hit over towards first base, and Rizzo gets over to it, and there's out number 2. But I guess that, maybe Gary Bettman was like, well, maybe the Phillies are going to go to the World Series, so we'll just have these West Coast games out of the way. But that didn't even happen, bro. Yeah, Flyers starting on a West Coast road trip is very bizarre. And it's not even just the West Coast road trip. It's they're playing. It's not even just that. It's that they have to play the first 2 games of the season back to back. I'm sorry. I'm not usually like one to complain, but for hockey, a back to back, that is hard. That's brutal. The pitch, and so there's strike 1. Pitch number 2, swing and a miss. Rodon's slider and his four-seamer have really just been his bread and butter tonight. 69 pitches, and we're not even through the 5th. 2 outs, no balls, 2 strikes, base is empty. And the 0-2 delivery on the way, swing and a miss. Rodon with another strikeout as he decides to go to a backdoor slider. And the inning is over just like that. A 1-2-3 inning, and Rodon able to get himself out of the inning once again as we go to the bottom of the 5th. The Yankees are up 4-zip. There's a new hockey team this season. Yes, Utah. Utah, man. Pretty crazy. Utah Hockey Club. I wonder what their name's going to be eventually. But, dude, Ottawa actually beat LA today by a score of 8-7. 8-7, dude. In OT. Dude, that is insane. Wow. I have to watch the highlights of that. I do. I got to see. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but, dude, that is insane. Ottawa actually, what's really impressive? LA actually only had 26 shots, and yet they put up 7 goals. Ottawa put up 41. But that's insane. Holy moly. I mean, my gosh, I cannot wait to watch the highlights for that. Avalanche are up 1-0 against the Islanders. The Rangers lead 3-1 against the Red Wings. Kane already has an assist. It's just, and Debrincat has 1 shot. They say. I drafted Adam Fox this year in fantasy. I need them to do well, even though I'm not even a Rangers fan. But I drafted him in fantasy. He had He had 3 assists for me the other day. So that was nice. This game feels like the Cleveland Phillies. You're not wrong. But I think that Rodon is dominating out there. I really do. I think that he's really looking good out there. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, people, and hit that subscribe button as well, baby. Let's go! Let's get to 100 likes. I want us to continue to push that algo, baby. Push that algo. And again, if you want to give back to the channel, you're more than welcome to do so. You can hit the super chat button. You can also gift memberships. I gotta actually change my membership stickers right now because that season is done. How about that? Oh, what do I do? What do I do? I guess I gotta get the, well, what's nice for basketball? What's nice for basketball is that the stickers for the basketball stuff, there's not many because there's not as many players. But then I gotta change it back for football. All right, here we go. Curveball that's taken just outside and low for a ball. Teams that can't stand in hockey: the Penguins, the Devils, the Rangers, the Bruins, and the Capitals. I put the Islanders in that conversation too. 1-0 pitch on the way. Foul ball. Islanders not as much, but yes, those are probably on. Those are the teams that are on my not so like list as well. Penguins, Sydney is just ugh. 1-1. Outside for ball 2. Imagine if Sid was a flyer. 2 balls, 1 strike. To Jazz Chisholm Jr. Avila gets set and winds up, fires, and that misses off target. By the way, in case you are wondering, the NFL score for tonight's game, it's 13-10 Bills. Next pitch. There is a foul ball. Sidney Crybaby Crosby. Ugh. Dude, he is LeBron James in his sport. He really is. Like, he's the face of the league. He's great at hockey, don't get me wrong. 3-2, and there's a foul ball. LeBron's great at basketball, don't get me wrong, but it's like, man, if there's not a call, like, you just hear Sid chirping all the time. Such a nag. Three balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch on the way. Line drive played on a bounce, though, over at second base by Jimenez. And the throw over to first will get the first out made in the bottom of the 5th. How about those Texans? Yeah. How about them? I mean, they put up 41 points. Crazy. Really crazy. CJ Stroud is him, man. The pitch on the way, and there's a strike called to Anthony Volpe. The ball's 1 strike. And the next pitch. There's a swing and a miss. Packers versus Texans on Sunday night. That sounds good. The ball's 2 strikes. Bottom of the 5th. 4-0 Yanks. 1 out. 0-2 delivery. And there's a foul ball back over towards the screen. Here's the 0-2 delivery on the way. There's a fly ball hit out over towards right field. It's carrying. Going back over towards the track to make the catch right in front of the wall is the right fielder Noel. And he actually almost collided with the center fielder. That's Rocchio out over, Thomas out over there. And they just got called off. Crazy. Excuse me. 2 gone, bottom of the 5th. And Rizzo stares at a fastball at the kneecaps. Singled and walked. That's what he's done today in his postseason Yankees debut this year. A 1 delivery. That misses wide. And off the plate. Rizzo with 303 career homers. And 965 RBI. And the 1-1 swung on and hit out over towards left field. Kwan's going to get underneath it as he'll jog on over towards the plate. And there is out number 3 to end the inning. It's time to go to the top of the 6th. The Yankees 4. The Guardians, nada. All right. Comment down below where y'all are tuning in from. I would really appreciate that. And tell me, this is what we'll do. Okay, hold up 1 second. All right. If you were to go back in time and witness one cool sports moment again, what would it be? What would it be if you were to go back in time and you saw a really, really cool sports moment and you wanted to go see it again? What would you do? Still loving the beatdown on Dallas by Detroit. Didn't see many Cowboys fans out today. They must all be hiding. Oh, yes, sir. North Carolina, where else? This is Kevin. If I were to go back in time and I get to see a sports moment over again, I'd go back. I mean, there's a couple. I'd go back to see Joel Embiid's 70-point game. That was awesome. That was really, really cool. I would probably go back and see Shane Victorino hit a grand slam off of CeCe Sabathia and Brett Myers get 4 hits. That was awesome. But I'll tell you one thing. The Reese Hoskins home run that I saw in 2022, that was great. That was really awesome. I haven't been to any... Well, actually, that's a lie. I did go to one NFL game. Sorry, I've been to a couple. I have been to a couple. I've worked a couple, but I've been to a couple as a fan, too. Seeing Fitzpatrick go up against Brady at MetLife, that was really cool. That was a shootout right there. That was awesome to be at that. I was there, says Kevin. I know you were there. You talked about it before. You talked about it on here. I remember your story. I remember you said that you were there. Top of the 6th. 4-0 New York. Rodon up to bat. Or up on the mound, excuse me. Up to bat is Brian Rocchio. The first pitch is inside for a ball. All right, let me focus. 1 ball, no strikes. Rodon kicks, fires, and that pitch is fouled back over towards the screen. Let's talk a little bit about Rocchio. He's 23 years old from Caracas, Venezuela. He's now in the 2nd year. Had 8 homers this year and 36 RBI. And the pitch. There's a foul ball. Thanks, brother. Yeah, man, I try to, remember things, I do. I love getting to know my community, especially for games like these. 1-2 delivery. There's a breaking ball that's in the dirt. It was also inside. Let's go, baby. All right, charge time. Charge! The 2-2 pitch, fly ball hit out over towards deep left field, and that one is gone! The Guardians have joined the party here in Game 1 of the ALCS and are now down 4-1. Brian Rocchio able to get a solo homer out to left. And that puts the Guardians on the board. It's 4-1 here in New York. All right. Wow. The game's over. This is why I love baseball. This is why I love sports. Love sports. It is great. Here comes Kwan, who stares at strike one on the outer edge of the zone. Ring that bell, baby. 0-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Fastball whizzed on by Kwan. Does not strike out a whole lot. Hitting .478 so far in the postseason. He's had a really, really good career so far. 0-2 pitch, and he puts that one in play over towards third base. Chisholm shuffles his feet, scoops it up, throws over to first, and gets Kwan out. You have to throw really quickly because that guy has wheels. Oof. Here comes David Fry. Rodon kicks, deals, check swing as the pitch was outside, and the appeal over at first was a ball. They said no swing, Dan Iasagna. On a pitch, that misses inside for ball 2. One more sub, man. Come on, bro. Get your friends, get your family on here, dude. Come on. We need one more. One more subscriber. There has to be somebody out there. If y'all want to chat, just subscribe to the channel. I want to hear what y'all have to say. 2-0 pitch. That misses inside, and the count is 3-0. So Rodon was cruising along through the first 5 innings, and all of a sudden here in the 6th, a little uh-oh moment. 3-0 on the way. Strike 1. Just at the waist. First 3 Yankees hitters all today are 3 for 5 with 3 runs scored, 3 walks, and only 1 strikeout. The pitch. Foul ball. On the other side, though, the Guardians' first 3 hitters, well, they're 1 for 7. That's it. 3-2 pitch. Popped up. Hit out over towards right field. Soto waits for it. Now moves on over towards his right. And will make the catch. And get the second out recorded. And here comes Jose Ramirez. Batting .333 against the Yankees with 75 hits and 12 homers. Also close to 3 dozen RBI and 42 runs scored as well. First pitch he sees in there for a strike, but he's batting .161 so far here in the postseason. This season. Next pitch, foul ball. The ball's 2 strikes. And the 0-2 to Ramirez. Puts this one over towards third base. It's a foul ball, though. Ramirez has appeared in 37 postseason games. 0-2 pitch. That's in the dirt for a ball. Of course, his first season that he went to the postseason was back in 2016. That was in year 4 for him. Ended up going 15 for 56. 1-2 pitch on the way to Ramirez. And he fouls this one back over towards the screen. It's when the Guardians, and at the time they were the Indians, they went to the World Series and they lost to the Cubs. 1-2 to Ramirez, batting on the right side. And the switch hitter takes the next pitch down and away. Guardians did not make the postseason back in 2023. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ramirez. And the next pitch, and that's in the dirt. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There's Aaron Boone in the Yankees dugout. 91 pitches by Rodon. And the payoff delivery to Ramirez. Broken back ground ball hit over to third. It's a foul ball. If Soto doesn't come to Philly, Kevin Long should get fired. I think 2 things can be true. Juan Soto should come to Philly and Kevin Long should be fired. End of story. Unless Juan Soto says, let Kevin Long stay, then maybe there's another side of that. I don't know. But he's not going to care regardless, because if the Phillies give him all the money, that's what John Middleton's going to do. He's going to open up that paycheck, man. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards left center field. Judge goes back over towards the track, and I'll make the catch and track it down just in front of the wall. Bottom of the 6th coming up as Ramirez lines one out to left center field, and it was caught on a slope by Aaron Judge. The inning is over. The Guardians get one back, though. It's on a solo jack. That's hit by Brian Rocchio. And we head to the bottom of the 6th here in the Bronx. 4-1, Yankees lead. Okay. Ken's here. What's up, Ken? Ken's always like, hey, my friend, how are you doing tonight? I'm doing good tonight. Or how are you doing tonight? I'm doing good tonight. That's how you know Ken. That's how you know Ken is here, man. That's just that's a part of who he is. It's really cool. I like it. I like it. October's the busiest sports month for me with Phillies, Eagles, Rugby League, and Aussie Rules Grand Finals. Ooh. And MotoGP Grand Prix at Phillip Island this weekend. Ooh, my gosh, that's a lot. Wow. That's insane. That's really insane. I need to lie down to Scott. You need help because you're a sports freak. And if you're a sports freak just like me, you should hit that subscribe button. Because guess what? I know that you guys could use help too. And even though you don't want to get better, that's okay. I don't want to get better. When my team wins or my team loses, I want to be soaked in to the sadness. I want to be soaked into the happiness. I want to be soaked into it all because I am a freak. So, it's great. 9:35 p.m. Eastern Time. 4-1, Yankees lead. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. All right. It's time to play a game called Name That Yankee. I'm going to tell you a Yankee. A New York Yankee. I'm going to tell you 3 things about this Yankee player. And if you get it right, you'll hear this. And if you get it wrong, this is what you'll hear. There we go. Okay. Let's do this guy. All right. We'll do this guy. All right. So a little bit about me. Okay. I was a Yankee. I was a World Series champion. I pitched a no-hitter. And I was an 8th round draft pick. Just a one-time All-Star, though. Just a one-time All-Star. 8th round draft pick. One-time All-Star. Pitched a no-hitter as well. And played on the Yankees. 1 ball, 1 strike. Never mind. Guess the Yankee. 1 ball, 1 strike to Verdugo, who takes the next pitch upstairs. And was also just a one-time All-Star. Roger Clemens. Nope. One-time All-Star. Pitched a no-hitter. Played for the Yankees. And won a World Series. 2-2 now to Verdugo. As he took one. Let's see again where this pitch was. I think he fouled it off of his ankle. Yeah, he did. Oof. Keep guessing. Let's go. Fire away. Roger Clemens. Incorrect. That's not the Yankee I'm thinking of. This guy I also said was an 8th-round draft pick. So it was an 8th-round draft pick, a one-time All-Star, a World Series champion, pitched a no-hitter, and played for the Yankees. That's all I got to say. 2-2. Keep firing with the guesses. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, you got to do that first before you can guess. Come on. 2-2 delivery. And that's in the dirt. It's a breaking ball for ball 3. Any takers? Anybody? Noah idea. That's funny. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And Avila strikes out Verdugo. And David Wells. Good thought, but that is incorrect. I'll say it one more time. All right, for the last time. 8th-round draft pick. One-time All-Star. World Series champion. Threw a no-hitter. And played for the Yankees. One ball, no strikes to Glaber. Just 1 for 2 today. 1-0. That pitch is on the outside edge, according to Mike Estabrook. One more sub till we get to 4,600 subscribers. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Strike 2. Strike 2. David Cone. Nope. 1-2 pitch to Torres. Popped up, hit out over towards medium depth right center field. And it's Thomas, who's there, who will make the grab. Clay Holmes already loosening up in the Yankees bullpen. And we're going to have a pitching change here in the bottom of the 6th with 2 outs. So Avila is done. His night is done. And we've gone 5 2/3. And we have a pitching change. Corey Kluber. That's a really good one. Was Corey Kluber actually an 8th-round draft pick? Corey Kluber was not a one-time All-Star, though. Corey Kluber was an All-Star, I think, 3 times, if I'm not mistaken. He's now 38 years old. Holy moly. Where does the time go? Kluber was a 3-time All-Star. Got it. Nice job, JJ. But he did pitch a no-hitter. He did not win a World Series, though. You have to remember, he lost in the World Series. He did not win in the World Series. One more guess. One more. Jim Abbott. No. Nope. All right. Well, the answer to the trivia question is A.J. Burnett. So let's think about this. A.J. Burnett, 8th-round draft pick. Okay? Back in 1995. One-time All-Star, was an All-Star only in 2015. Won a World Series back in 2009 with the Yankees. Played for the Yankees. And he pitched a no-hitter back in 2001. So there you go. That is the answer. I tried. You tried to cheat, but I beat you to the punch. You got to take an L for that. There you go. I cheated, says Scott. I'm cheating, Mrs. Puff. I'm cheating. Eric Sabrowski's going to go out there to pitch. Hopefully there's no cheating here in the game of baseball. They say that there's no crying in baseball. Well, there's no cheating in baseball either. A.J. Burnett pitched for the Phillies. He did. But he was on the Yankees when he won the World Series. But yes. The ball is 1 strike. He was a Philly, though. You were correct. Soto, 2 for 2 today. Had a solo homer earlier. And he takes the 0-1 on the outside edge for strike 2. Sabrowski, by the way, is on the bump. Let's get to his stats right now, shall we? So far, 19 strikeouts in the regular season. And did not give up a run. The ball is 2 strikes. And the 0-2 pitch to Soto. Foul ball. Has not allowed a run at all this year. O2 pitch, and that misses high for a ball. A for effort for cheating. Yes, sir. No, but I give you an A for effort there, too. Here's the 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. 95. He goes up the ladder, and that's who he comes into face, and it works. As Stephen Vogt, makes the right decision and is happy about how that was executed. So Sabrowski comes in and gets the job done, and the inning is over. Time to go to the top of the 7th. It's 4-1 Yankees. Okay. Got 12 people on here tuning in. Appreciate it. Appreciate each and every one of you. I really, really do. Should we go rate somebody? Let's go say hi to Max Coverage, man. Let's go do that. I know there's a lot of people on his stream. And he does deserve all the love that he can have. He just does. He deserves that love. So let's go say hi to Max Coverage TV. Let's go do that right now as I type this in. Mute the tab. Where is he? 450, man. He is rocking it tonight. He really is. Let's go say hi. JJ Raid.
That was insane, man. Clay Holmes, lights out, says Scott. We're going to have a new pitcher alert when we get back to the action, it looks like.
Yes, sir.
Looks like we're going to have a new pitcher alert. Clay Holmes takes over the mound. JJ in the house with a JJ raid. Let's go. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man.
Woo.
Let's go, Clay. Let's go.
All right.
Closing in on 300 likes. Keep smashing the like button, everybody.
Yes,
Keep
sir.
smashing the like button.
Rhino's here. What's up, Rhino? How you doing, Rising Rhino? What is up? Rising Rhino in the house. Smash the like button. We're like number 33. Bam. Get us to 4,600 subscribers. 4,600. We got a raid going on. It's a party here. What is up, everybody? How you all doing? Sorry about the delay of my soundboard. Nothing I could do about that. Like number 32, says Linda. What is up, Linda? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for coming on here. You guys are incredible. We need one more sub to get to 4,600 subscribers. All right. So Rodon's night is done. He goes 6 innings, gives up 1 earned run on the solo homer to Brian Rocchio. The pitch, ground ball, chopped over to second base. And it looks like throwing it over to first is Torres, and there's one gone already. Just on 2 pitches. All right. Hit the like button, people. Hit that subscribe button. I need to see 4,600, man. I need us to get one more. One. Just one. I need to see the 4,600 subscriber, man. I just need one more. The pitch. Downstairs for ball 1. Clay Holmes on the bump. Rhino, how you doing, man? 1-0. Foul ball. Rising Rhino. By the way, guys, please go check out my guy, Rising Rhino. I mean, this guy grinds his you-know-what off, man. He really does. He grinds his you-know-what off. And I'm really proud of him, and I want us to help him get to 2,000. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch, check swing. Did he go? They say no over at third base. JJ, what was the worst? What do you think was the worst playoff exit for the Phillies these past 3 years? Okay, here's the truth. Here's the truth. The 2-1 on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards center field, and Judge is there. He'll make the catch, and there's out number 2. Okay. I'm going to open this up, okay, because there we go, we did it. There we go, baby, let's go. Let's go. Oh, let's go. Nice. 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 I had to. Let's go. Back to 46 hundo. That's great. That is a personal celebration. I have to do that. It's great. All right, good stuff. We're back to 4,600. JJ, what was the... So here's the thing, man. Thank you so much for the 4,600 subscriber. Whoever that was, I really do appreciate that very much. Cameron, what's going on, dude? Appreciate you for being on here. Here's the truth about... so you want to hear about the Phillies? The worst one the Phillies had, I think this year stings. However, the worst one was against Arizona. You were up 2-0 in the series. Okay, and you let that series get away. There's no way in heck that they should have lost that. That was their chance. That was their chance. So that was the worst. Just because they had it. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. The ball is 1 strike, and the next pitch is down and in for ball 1. But the worst Philadelphia playoff exit, I will be completely honest with you, over the last 3 years is this one. The one that I'm going to say. 1-1 pitch, and there's a foul ball. The worst playoff exit was when the Sixers collapsed to the Celtics. That was the worst because they were up with 2 minutes to go against the Celtics. And they led the series 3-2, and they let that one get out of hand. That was that was really bad. I think that was the worst. We had them. We had them. Two balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 7th. And the next pitch on the way, foul ball. JJ doing a good job. Michael, were you my 4,600 subscriber? If you were, appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Seriously, thank you so much. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Then the next pitch, and there's a ground ball. It's foul towards the first base side. So Holmes already with a dozen pitches. Manzardo is pinch hitting in this spot for Junkensi Noel. 2-2 is the count. And the pitch. And there's a foul ball. We're talking about the last 3 years. But the Flyers in 2010? How about those Flyers in 2010 playoffs? Dude, that was insane. That was insane. I wasn't even actively watching hockey at that point. I was just only into baseball. But I did see a couple of those games. They were really insane. The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. And Holmes is able to strike out Manzardo to end the 7th inning. And it's now stretch time here at Yankee Stadium. 4-1 New York. And it is only game 1 of the American League Championship Series. Okay. Right. The worst playoff exit over the last 3 years, if I were to rank it, it would be losing to Boston in the semifinals. That's number 1. I'd say number 2 probably has to be beat the Bruins in 7 after being down 3-0. Dude, I know it was insane. That was unbelievable. I did not expect that to be the case. Dude, even this year, Bobrovsky, I'm happy that he won, but that was insane. The worst playoff loss is the Sixers against Boston over the last 3 years, right? Then after that, I would probably go with last year's NLCS. And then after that, I would go with I would go with the Eagles losing to the Bucks in 2022. I'd go there maybe next. Or sorry, not 2022, 2023. And then it would be this year's Phillies team. Then it would probably be, I guess it would have to be the Sixers from last year. I don't know. That's tough. But the worst one was, over the last 3 years, the worst was losing to Boston. They should have had that easily, the Sixers. Stretch time, baby. It is stretch time. 9:56 p.m. Eastern Time. All right. So here's a question for you guys. How well do you know your baseball? Okay. Let's ask this question. Okay. Name me a Cleveland player who has played for the New York Yankees. Okay? Let's do that. I'll start first. How about CC Sabathia? That's mine. Name me somebody else who played for Cleveland and New York. And put the Phillies in 2022 in this. That was just that was a heartbreaker. That to me was like, like they get no hit at home, but come on, man. Current, either now or all time. I just said CC Sabathia. So, both. You can do both. Name me a Cleveland player who played for the Yankees as well. Let's go. Fire away. Fire away. Fire away. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Come on, man. If you are just subscribing for the very first time, if you're on there for the very first time, come on, man. Name me a Cleveland player who played for the Yankees. I did say New York, but that could have meant the Mets or the Yankees, but I meant to say the Yankees. I started off first. I said CC Sabathia. Who's your pick going to be? Who will it be? Scott says, Guardians player who played for the Yankees. Current and all-time. Both. All right, here comes Aaron Judge. As we start off the bottom of the 7th, Daniel Schneemann is going to be playing out in right field for the Guardians. And we'll also just take over right field for Noel. Okay, so let's put his name in there. Let's do that right now. Daniel Schneemann. Where's Schneemann? Daniel Schneemann. Pitch to Judge. Line drive. Hit out over towards right field. And on the run is Schneemann, and he'll make the sliding catch. That's why it was put in there for defensive purposes. And Schneemann is like, man, first pitch and you already had me working like that. Wow. Kevin Salter says, I don't know. I don't know. A Cleveland player who played for the Yankees. Here, I'll give you some. How about Aaron Boone? Aaron Boone played for Cleveland and also played for the Yankees. There's one. And he's now the manager of the Yankees. How about Kenny Lofton? No balls, one strike. Next pitch. There's a foul ball. I said CC Sabathia. You also could have went with Stan Kovaleski. Kovaleski, I meant. Sorry. Jay Bruce. Another one. Joba Chamberlain. The balls, 2 strikes. Johnny Damon was another one, too. One ball, 2 strikes. Next pitch on the way. And there's a foul ball. David Justice. I mean, there's a lot more. But those are just some. The 1-2 delivery on the way. That is taken outside, and the count is now 2-2. If 13 people on, I won't bust anybody's chops. I won't really do that today. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. And there's 2 outs now in the bottom of the 7th. Noah idea. I've got the memory of a goldfish. Feel you. Who else? Who else in more recent history? Carlos Santana, I think, was on the Yankees, wasn't he? I know he played for Cleveland to start off his career. Gio Urshela. That's one. Did Santana play? Rafael Santana did. Okay, Carlos Santana was never signed by the Yankees. Interesting. 0-1 is the count. Bobby Bonds. And the pitch on the way. Fly ball. Hit out over to deep left field. And Giancarlo Stanton joins in on the party. Just like that. As he hits a solo jack out over to left field. It's his second homer of the postseason. And he puts the Yankees up 5-1 in the bottom of the 7th. That is wild. And this thing, this place just went nuts. They just went absolutely crazy. 5-1 Yanks. The pitch, check swing, foul ball. Phew. What a swing that was by Giancarlo. Seems like he's eating up right now. 0-1 the Jazz, wide. It's wild. That's also the first run allowed by Sobrowski. The first run allowed. And it comes in the postseason as Giancarlo Stanton gives him a little how do you do. The 1-2 on the way up high for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch. And there's a foul ball. Eli Morgan already warming up in the Guardians bullpen. 2-2 is the count. 19 pitches by Sobrowski. And the 20th one on the way. Swung on and missed. The damage is done, though. And the Yankees take another run. Thanks to Giancarlo Stanton's solo homer. And they go up 5-1 as we head to the top of the 8th at Yankee Stadium. And 7, 8, and 9 are due up in the batting order for Cleveland. Yes. Let's check this NFL game, shall we? Let's check the NFL game. See how that's going. 20-17 Buffalo. Oof. I want to go to the bar after this and watch the rest of this game. Holy Toledo, Batman. Aaron Rodgers, 13 for 17 in the passing game. It's pretty cool. 192 passing yards so far. Is he driving it? No, it's Josh Allen. Allen has thrown for 2 touchdowns. Milky Cabrera, got it! There's one. Kevin got it. Ding, ding, ding. Milky Cabrera was on Cleveland, and he played for the Yankees as well. Always wanted Milky as a Philly, but could not get him. And hey, Kevin, there was one that you mentioned before for the other trivia question, and the guy's name is Corey Kluber. You could have gotten him too. I'll give you that one, though, because you said his name earlier. That was for the wrong context, though. Bobby Bonds is correct. You got that one. Yes. Good stuff. So I'll give you that. Well, Corey Kluber was another one. Cecil Fielder. Was Cecil Fielder another Yankee and a Cleveland Indian / Guardian? The answer to that, my friend, is yes, he was. Cecil was on Cleveland in 1998 and played with the Yankees from 96 to 97. So that is also correct. Tell you another more recent one, Edwin Encarnacion. Edwin Encarnacion played for the Indians back in 2017 to 2018, and then was on the Yankees in 2019. I'm cheating, Mrs. Puff. I'm cheating, Mrs. Puff. It's okay. We accept it today. It's okay. I usually don't give okays to cheaters, but you know what? I'll make an exception for today. I'm looking on my other phone, says Kevin Salcher. Don't tell me you have a... Ooh. You got one of those. It's okay. It's okay. I have an iPad. And I also have monitors on here, so it's easy for me to browse through things and look stuff up. But I kind of need it for the streaming. You know what I mean? Like, I need to have these stats up. I need to be able to have my notes up so that I can just look up at these things. I can't remember every single thing. I'm not a Bible. I'm not a dictionary. I'm a freak. And if you guys want to become Philly Freaks with a capital P and a capital H, all you got to do is hit the thumbs up button. Come on, one strike, and the next pitch, and there's a fly ball. It's hit out over towards medium depth right field. Juan Soto is there, and he'll make the catch. And the Guardians are down to their final 5 outs. The Kimbernator. Yeah, I've been on the Kimbernator's channel. Kevin says, I'm being honest. That's fine. That's totally fine. You're allowed to look things up. I can't stop you. I can't stop anybody from doing that. That's totally fine. You're good. The pitch on the way. Line drive. Base it into left field as it gets in between the 5-6 hole. And Jimenez able to get a piece of Tim Hill. Andres Jimenez. Good job of just keeping his head down and following through on the swing. It's okay. I cheat too. I looked up the Melky Cabrera one and the Cecil Fielder one. Actually, I didn't. I just lied. I did not look up Melky Cabrera. I looked up Cecil Fielder. That's the only one that I wasn't sure of. Brian Rocchio is now up to bat. Got the Guardians on the board. 0-1 pitch on the way. Line drive, and there's a base hit. It was sort of knocked down by Rizzo, and now it goes out in the right field. And the Guardians now have... Well, they were supposed to have runners over at first and third. And how about going back over to first base? Tim Hill tried to tag out Jimenez, and Aaron Boone is a little bit frustrated. I don't know what the heck just happened, but clearly, over at first base, He ran past first base, and he goes tagged out by Tim Hill. I mean, that's pretty crazy that Rocchio went past first base, was thinking about going over to second base, and then actually had to push Rizzo out of the way because I think Rizzo was blocking him from going on over to second base, and then when they tried to throw it back over to first, Rocchio was called safe. That's weird. That's a little bit odd. But the umpires are coming together. Let's see if there's a verdict. So they're going to send him over to second base because because Rizzo was blocking the base path. It's weird. Of course, like when they tried to throw back over to first base, you thought that Rocchio was out, and clearly it looked like he was. But that's like not like what they're concerned about. The concern was when Rocchio did round first, was he given a path to go on over to second? And clearly he wasn't, and Rizzo didn't really have the right to even field the baseball then. So that's going to put runners over at second and third. And now the top of the order is coming up. The Guardians have the tying run on deck if this guy, Stephen Kwan, gets on. Now Yankees fans are sort of getting a little bit concerned here. First pitch to Kwan, outside for ball 1. Luke Weaver is warming up in the Yankees bullpen. He's been their closer ever since Holmes was demoted. 1-0, fouled away. if you're Cleveland, this is a good guy to have up here. I'm surprised that they gave Rocchio the right away there. I really am. 1-1 on the way, and that is on the outside corner for strike 2. One-two pitch, and there's a foul ball. So they say that Rocchio reached on an infield single to first, and then he was safe at second on interference by Rizzo, and Jimenez was safe at third on the air. 1-2 to Kwan. Ground ball into left field for a base hit as it gets past the dive of the third baseman. 1 run will score, and it's now 5-2. And the tying run is coming up to the plate as you can start to hear some boos here in New York. Just got right on past Jazz Chisholm, and Kwan put it in a good spot. So that makes it 5-2, and one swing of the bat can tie the ball game. Fry is up next, and the guy that's on deck has been the MVP of Cleveland, and that is Jose Ramirez. But before that happens, before Fry comes up, we have another pitching change, and Luke Weaver's going to come on in, get his pitch comm ready as he walks out there onto the baseball diamond, and he will come on in for a pitching change. Wow. About that. That interference call was huge. That was big. That is unbelievable. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks, and hit that thumbs up button, and that way you'll know when we go live for a Phillies, a Sixers, or an Eagles game, or we also are covering the rest of the Major League Baseball season. Kevin says, let's go Cleveland. I just want a good game here, man. But if they can come back, that would be something. That would be something. Dude, I have this fear. I'm not going to lie. I have this little fear, and I have to get over it, right? Like when the fans are cheering, right? And I'm covering for the home team. If the home team gets a run or something good happens, then I express my enthusiasm. But when the home team's not cheering, and when I'm announcing the game, I have to get used to the looks, if that does happen. But I just wanted to throw that out there. That's something that I guess I'm a little bit nervous about the first time I do that in person. But you can't worry about that, I just said that for myself. Can't worry about those things. You have a job to do. You got to call a game. Come on, Jason. You know better. If you call the game, the network tells you, you got to keep it non-biased. That's what you got to do. Why am I giving myself a pep talk on here? I'm calling a game. Luke Weaver's going to come on in the pitch. So Weaver, in 62 games, had a 2.89 ERA, took over the closing duties, and was 4 for 4 in save opportunities. In the postseason, he's 3 for 3 in save opportunities. Will Brennan is now going to pinch hit for David Fry, and rightfully so. Righty on lefty, pitch number 1. It's a strike at the knees at 95 miles per hour by Luke Weaver. Tying run up to bat, runners at the corners. It's 5-2 Yankees. Guardians have 1 out in the top of the 8th. And here's the 0-1 on the way. Swing and a miss as Brennan goes fishing after a pitch that spelled nothing but trouble. And the count is 0-2. The guy that's on deck is what you got to worry about. Yankees could use a double play. Guardians could use a base hit. No balls, 2 strikes. And the 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Luke Weaver says good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Will Brennan. And there's 2 gone. And here comes Jose Ramirez up to bat. This is the matchup we've been waiting for. Ramirez 0 for 3. He's flied out all 3 times. The biggest at-bat of the ball game right now. First pitch to Ramirez, inside and high for a ball. Weaver, 31 years old. Ramirez, 32 years old. Toss back over to first. Not in time. Ramirez is 2 for 3 against Weaver. The 1-0 to Ramirez. Ground ball hit over towards the right side. It's played on the bounce, though, by the second baseman. And the throw over to first is in time to get the inning over. So, the Guardians get another run back and make it 5-2 thanks to an RBI opposite field single by Stephen Kwan. But that's it. And we go to the bottom of the 8th, and the Yankees get out of the inning and are 3 outs away from taking Game 1 of the ALCS. Okay. Wow. What a game. I wanted to see Jose Ramirez, not going to lie. I was waiting for him to just rip one. I was. He got on top of it. It wasn't his pitch. It was not his pitch. Kevin says that's game. That was pretty big. Not good enough, Cleveland. They needed more. And man, I give this. Hey, Aaron Boone does deserve credit for going to his closer in that spot. You got to do that. That was the right button. He pressed that. Unlike my manager. Are you taking notes, Rob? I hope you are. Wow. You put him in that spot there. That's what you got to do. That's when the closer comes in. That's the situation you put him in. Right there. That's what Rob was doing back in 2022. I don't know what the heck happened. I don't. No idea. Tanner Bibby is going to be pitching tomorrow, and he'll be going up against Garrett Cole. Should be a fun matchup. Why does Rob still have a job, says Zachary? They're having conversations today. Supposedly they had talks today. Or actually, I think it's tomorrow. So, I don't know if they're going to fire him right away. But clearly there better be changes. There better be changes. You cannot run this back. You got to retool. Speaking of retooling, I'm always trying to get more people on my channel. I don't know what the heck that's to do with retooling because I like everybody that's on here. I do. I love everybody that's on here. But if you are new to the channel, welcome. Hi, I'm Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on those notification bell icons too, and that way you'll know when I go live. Austin Hedges is now going to be catching for Cleveland, and the guy on the mound is Andrew Walters. The pitch, and there's a strike called on the outside edge, and the count is 0-1 to Anthony Volpe. George! 0-1 outside. Walters with just 6 strikeouts. He's 23 years old. Ended up going 8 2/3 in the regular season and pitched in September. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. 1-2 is the count. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Walters gets set. The belt kicks, fires, and there's a foul ball hit back over towards the screen. By the way, the NFL score, in case you are just wondering, is 20-20 with about 5.5 minutes to go in quarter number 3. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the next pitch on the way. High for ball 2. Islanders are up 2-1 against the Avalanche in the second period. That's the only game going on right now, and that's the last game today. The Senators beat the Kings 8-7 in overtime. The Panthers also beat the Bruins at TD Garden 4-3. 2-2 pitch. Here it is. A backdoor slider that's in there for a called strike 3. 1 out, bottom of the 8th. Game 2 will take place tomorrow, and that'll be at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That'll be Guardians and Yankees, of course. The Rangers did beat the Red Wings 4-1. Tommy Panarin ended up getting 3 assists in that game. 0-1 is the count, and the Penguins also won in Montreal by a score of 6-3. 0-1 pitch. That is high and away. Anthony Rizzo 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. The 1-1 on the way. Swung on and lifted out over to right field. And it'll stay in the yard, though, as there to make the catch is Schneemann. Just in front of the track. This Yankees fan base was about ready to lose its darn mind because Rizzo was so close of getting a hold of that pitch. Okay. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. Got 19 people on here watching. Let's go. And the pitch downstairs is a 4-seamer. And it's a 1-0 count. One 0 pitch to Alex Verdugo. That is taken for a called strike. That's actually taken for a ball, excuse me. Outside for ball 2. 2-0 pitch on the way. That's high for ball 3. Chief Anus is here. What's up, man? Thanks so much for coming on. Appreciate you. Bottom of the 8th, it's 5-2 Yankees in Game 1 of the American League Championship Series. Winner of this series goes on to play in the World Series. 3-0 pitch, down low for ball 4. This is just Game 1. It's a best of 7, so the first team to get the 4 wins advances. All right, so Verdugo walks, and up to bat is Gleyber Torres. We got a quiet chat today, but that is totally okay. The pitch to Gleyber. Foul ball. JJ, Paul George is hurt. Oh, great. Thanks for the great news. That's just what I want to hear. Paul George is now hurt. Oh, that makes me feel so happy. Wow. I didn't even have Twitter on. But no, I do appreciate you telling me. I was going to find out one way or another. Darn it! I don't know who to order for in this series. The ball is 1 strike to Gleyber Torres. 0-1 pitch. High and away. Great. That makes me feel awesome. Paul George is now hurt. There goes my season. Just kidding. I need to see what the injury is. A ball, 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the 8th, and the next pitch is upstairs for ball 2. What the heck happened to Paul George, dude? 2 balls, 1 strike. And the next pitch, and there's a foul ball. Not going to fully sound the alarms to Sean Bernard. But Paul George is not on the bench to start the second half as the Sixers resume their preseason matchup. This play did not look great for PG. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Keith Pompey says that the Sixers can only hope that Paul George's hyperextended knee is nothing serious. Great. Here's another angle. That wasn't good. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch now it's taken for ball 3. Great. And now everybody's going to load manage. It's going to be another season of load managing for the Sixers. I'm looking forward to this. I really am. I hate being this sarcastic person right here, but oh my gosh. Mike, dude, I got to get you on, dude. I want to collab with you so badly. I have stuff to talk to you about, dude. I really do. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch, and there's a foul ball. Guys, please go subscribe to Mike Sports Vibes, please, and thank you. Mike, dude, I didn't even see Paul George's injury because I've been covering this game, dude. I don't like doing preseason games. Maybe I should. Hoping the Yankees lose, dude. I feel you. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Glaber Torres. Walters on the bump, and the 3-2 on the way. Ground ball hit over towards the first base side. It's scooped up by Naylor, and he'll tag the bag for out number 3. The Guardians are down to their final 3 outs as we go to the top of the 9th. Thomas, Naylor, and Schneemann all due up. It's the meat and potatoes of the lineup. Mike. Guess what day it is? It is Monday. But anyhow, no. Damn, this Paul George news. Mike, how we feeling about PG? How we feeling about PG, dude? I don't like the way that looked. And again, I need context. But I don't like that. Anytime, JJ, I got you. Salute, baby. Let's ring the bell. Let's ring that bell for you. Let's do that. How do we feel about this PG injury, my guy? I gotta ask you. And also on another note, dude, your Vikings are looking awesome. They really are. My birds, they can only wish that they were the Vikings right now. Because they stink. But yeah, did we see the Paul George injury? Am I overreacting? This is just my first initial reaction. I'm not happy about it. I just don't want to load manage guys, man. I really don't. I don't want to load manage my team. Okay? This baseball team just load managed a lot of people and would take them off for certain games. And what did that get them? Nothing. Now, granted, 162 is different than 81. I understand that. But, man, what's the purpose of giving these guys rest or giving these guys a pitch count if the whole goal is to get them ready for the playoffs and that still does nothing, dude? What are we doing? I don't know what to think, man. I'm going to be optimistic that PG is good, but dang. Dude, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, bro. It's such a Sixers thing. It would be such a Sixers thing to happen. It really is. RG's here. What's up, RG? How you feeling, my guy? How are you feeling? I'm no doctor, but I think he's injured for at least 2 or 3 games. Hope he gets better. Yeah, I can't say anything like that. I'm not a doctor either. I'm a broadcaster. There's something totally different than that. I'm not an architect. By the way, I see Taylor and Travis together. Oh, it makes me happy. I am a Taylor fan all the way. I love Taylor. Oswaldo Cabrera is going to take over at first base. 2 or 3 weeks. Oh, okay. Well, that's different. In the late second in a preseason game. Nah, see, now we're gonna say that that he shouldn't play in the preseason. I'm not going down that road today. I ain't doing that. Why are the Stars playing in the preseason? I'm not gonna do that now. I understand, and maybe I'm being wrong for doing this. I'm not going into it though. All right, 1 ball, no strikes. Weaver gets set, kicks, fires, and that pitch misses for ball 2. At episode 100 of my podcast today. Let's go. Ring the bell for that. That's awesome. That is so sick. Guys, go check out RG Energy. Post that link down below. Mike Sports Vibes. Post your podcast down below, man. Please. 2-0 pitch. That's low for ball 3. There we go. RG knew exactly what I was going to say. He did, and he was right there. He was like, I got you the link, JJ. I'm up to bat. I'm going to swing, and I'm going to hit a home run. Because the Phillies can't do that, but I can. I like it. 3-0 pitch. That misses. Oh, that was up high for ball 4, and it's called a strike. What? I mean, my goodness, Mike Estabrook. That's one of the worst calls I've seen in a while. 3-1 pitch. That misses for ball 5. Top of the 9th, and a leadoff walk. Already to start off the top of the 9th. RG, well done. I wore a suit jacket and everything. Dude, I can't wait to watch that episode. I'm being dead serious. Can't wait to do that. Appreciate you, JJ. I appreciate you. I love each and every one of you. I do. I love all of my 4,600 subscribers. 4,601. Pitch on the way. Dude, all right, there's a swing and a miss. Dude, this guy's throwing junk. Why is Naylor swinging at the first pitch? What are we doing? 0-1 is the count to Naylor. There's Mike Sports Vibes. Go subscribe to him today. Let's go. Next pitch on the way. Check swing, foul ball. Rally time, says Kevin Salter. Okay, it is time for the Chargers, baby. Come on. Charge! That was a little bit weak. It was a little bit weak tonight. Thanks, JJ. I mean, man. I want to get you to come on here, dude. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Spike Lee's even fired up, and there's 1 out in the top of the 9th. Boy, Josh Naylor is not at a good night tonight, swinging at a lot of pitches that are low and away. Good job by Weaver to read the scouting report and go to that pitch, but damn. All right, so 1 out here in the top of the 9th. So Thomas walked, Naylor struck out, and here comes the next hitter who takes it low and outside for ball 1. Who's up? Schneemann. Daniel Schneemann, who hit .218 during the regular season with 5 long balls. The 1-0 pitch to Schneemann. That misses outside for ball 2. That was a Phillies type of an at-bat right there by Josh Naylor. That was. This guy's throwing awful pitches. Why are you swinging at all 3, dude? 2 balls, no strikes. And the next pitch. That misses for ball 3. Tying run is on deck. Guardians don't even have anybody left on their bench. And their bullpen, well, they've used 5 pitchers today. 3 balls, no strikes. Weaver comes set at the logo. Kicks, delivers, and there's a strike called at 95 on the upper tier of the zone. We said Austin Hedges is now catching for Bo Naylor, and he waits in the on-deck circle. The 3-1 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. That changeup was just at the knees. After being behind in the count 3-0, the count's now full. And a huge pitch coming on up. 3 balls, two strikes to Schneemann, and time called by Weaver as he wants to reset. The guy on deck, it's Austin Hedges. Weaver with the payoff delivery, and that's chopped foul towards the first base side. It was a changeup that looked like it was heading low, and to Schneemann's credit, he got a piece of the rock. I've never heard of the rock actually used in baseball. Of course, you hear about it in football and in basketball, but I kind of like that. It fights off a little piece of the rock. It's kind of cool. Huh. Weaver with the next payoff pitch on the way, swinging a foul tip into the glove for strike 3, and the Yankees are 1 out away from taking game 1. Ooh. Again, this guy is down in the count 3-0, and then just goes with all these fastballs, except he went to a changeup on the previous pitch, and he decided to go fastball there, and Schneemann did not anticipate that. Hedges, first pitch. It's outside, but called strike 1. And Austin shakes his head. No balls, 1 strike. On deck is Jimenez if the game continues. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way, swing and a miss at a 96-mile-per-hour fastball right down Broadway. And the Guardians are down to their final strike. Yankees 1 pitch away from going up 1-0 in the ALCS. Weaver with the tensions high, gets set the logo. The 0-2 on the way, popped up, hit out over towards the first base side in foul territory, and it will go into the stands, and the game continues. Weaver's gone 1 1/3 of an inning and has struck out 3 batters. Last time he allowed a run was on September 2nd. And it was a homer against the Texas Rangers. 0-2 to Hedges. Weaver kicks, delivers, swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. The Yankees go up in the series 1-0 against the Cleveland Guardians. Game 2 will be tomorrow night, and being able to shut the door is Luke Weaver as he helps Carlos Rodon get the win in Game 1 of the ALCS. The Yankees are 9-3 in Game 1 of postseason series at Yankee Stadium, all-time wise. All right, so the Yankees take Game 1. Tomorrow, it's Garrett Cole. It is Garrett Cole Day tomorrow, and the guy that is pitching for Cleveland is Tanner Bibby, 25-year-old from Mission Viejo, California. So, Yankees win by a final score of 5-2. Both teams had 6 hits today. The Yankees did have 1 error. And, again, they go up in the series 1-0. The guy that gets the win, that's Carlos Rodon. Alex Cobb gets his 2nd loss of the postseason. And Luke Weaver gets his 4th save in the 2024 postseason. He's now 4 for 4 in save opportunities. All right, so that's the end of that game. And we'll be back on tomorrow. The game will be at 7:30 again tomorrow night. I said 6:30, but that's when they'll have the pregame coverage. We'll be back on tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time for Game 2 of Yankees Guardians. And then Wednesday we got Game 3. It is Game 3. We got Game 3 of Dodgers Mets at 8:08 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we'll do Game 4 on Thursday. All right, love you all. Love you all very, very much. I will catch you all on the next one. Good night and Lila Tove, baby. Let's go.